When you know what's right for you, you're on your way to being a well-being. Learn how with personalised advice from Blackmores.
Okay, welcome to this week's injury update brought to you by Blackmores. A couple of guys that we expect to return after a short absence from the senior side in Jeremy Howe and Darcy Moore. Jeremy missed with some calf tightness last week and was a late withdrawal. We expect him to train this week, and all things being equal, he will be available for selection later in the week. Similarly with Darcy, hamstring that wasn't a significant one, but certainly there were signs enough there that to play last week would have been a risk not worth taking. But as long as we see some good movement on the track this week from Darcy, and we expect that to be the case, again, we would think that he'll be putting his hand up for selection later this week. Tommy Phillips also missed last week with illness. He spent a couple of days in hospital last week. He did lose a couple of kilos during that time. He's back now training, and we'll put that weight back on him fairly quickly, and barring any accidents on track, which we don't expect, that Tom will also be putting his hand up for selection after a full week this week. Daniel Wells, pleasingly, Daniel's been quite strong in his progress in the last few weeks, and as I indicated to you last week, that we were hoping he'd be available for selection, and that'll be the case. After a full week of training this week, he'll join in everything, and we'd expect that Daniel will be available for selection at the end of this week. Ben Crocker hurt an ankle in the VFL last week. He's in a boot currently just to protect it and take the weight off it. It's hopefully not too serious, but we'd expect that Ben will be on the sidelines for this week, and then we'll see how he is early in the following week. Braden Sire also had someone jump on his foot, I think, during the game, and that's left him with a fair bit of soreness, and we'll see how he responds to treatment and that during this week, but quite likely at this stage that we'd have to list him as doubtful. And Ben Sinclair, Ben will see a specialist in the next 7 days in relation to what we think is a bit of a nerve entrapment in the hamstring area. He's battling to overcome that. He is running and doing quite a bit on the track, but we're just looking to get him to full speed. So we'll see what that specialist appointment brings in the next 7 days in terms of any updates there. Thanks a lot. We'll see you after the Gold Coast trip next week.